So how are we doing? So this is the view we see from outside of our house, and this is kind of our street. So we kind of come round, and then that's us, the orange brick with the red car. So here we are. I'll come back and give you the full view. This is our little house, and then in terms of the view, that's our neighbours. Got some flooring put in. This is kind of the view that we see. So that in front of you, just behind that little wooden fence, is a bridleway. Way. Bit of a marsh pit at the minute, but people do ride down it, bike, run down it. The sun then. Upstairs. And here we go, through the door, number 18. So inside, here's Tanya. I think she's going to take over that filming. So we got the front entranceway. I know you've seen it obviously before. Go.
Oh, this way.
They'll play it on a computer and a tablet, so they'll be able to see more.
Oh.
So as we showed you, but a bit more of the finished product. We've got a little cupboard here that we turned into a bit of a clothes, shoe, sort of tidy, keep it out of the way, which has been good. And then if we go through to the living room next, Tanya. So this room's pretty much finished. We've kind of gone, we like these curtains, so we bought these from Elm and then kind of went off to Duck Egg and kind of tried to get a few bits and accessories and stuff, but obviously we had the sofa already, we had the picture already, so we kind of pulled out some of the colours from the picture we like. We got the rug. We just need now to get some nice light fixtures in here. Clean the sofa, which Tanya was very pleased about. She wanted to clean that for about 6 months. So this is the living room, and obviously double doors. Bit unfortunate with the corner sofa and the shape of the room. We couldn't really put the corner sofa anywhere, so we had to kind of close this door permanently. But, you know, in 5 years' time or whatever, when we look to replace the sofa, we might end up getting, you know, a longer straight sofa or something like that. But we can kind of cross that bridge. In through to the dining room. Again, pretty much finished. This is the table we bought. So this reclaimed wood. And at the back here is a bench. I don't know if Tanya wants to come around and have a look. So we got a bench to go with it. Just so we had less chairs, make it a bit different. We originally bought the bench because we thought that the bench would go the other side and could tuck underneath, and then the door would have a bit more space. But the bench is wider than the legs. But anyway, it worked out in the end. Same curtains as the living room, just so we got a bit of continuity. And these, you know, obviously we had from the previous house. Again, just kind of what we want to get in here is some nice light fixture. Tanya would love to get something that kind of comes really low and hangs over the table, which would be really nice. Mirror there we have. This is obviously what you got us for moving in present, the gloss-ups. So being reused in the new house. Myrtle, yes. Myrtle, yeah, Myrtle. Oh yeah, if you want to come and have a sneak peek, this is the invitations. Obviously with the design we said that fit together to create the one picture. So a little sneak peek, but that'll be sent through to you fairly shortly. So on into the kitchen. Again, as we said, not really 100% what we want to do with this space here. We think we just want to get a table, nice light fixture. But for the meantime, we've obviously got the dining room table, so we can host guests, no problem. We can eat at the dining table, no worries. Very similar to what you saw, we just went to IKEA yesterday and just picked up a few bits and bobs, a few little accessories here and there, and just organising some of our bits. It's good to have some freezer space again, or some fridge space. Just kind of trying to like figure out all those things about where you keep things. We've got our fruit bowl, desperately begging for a table to be bought so it doesn't have to live in a cupboard. But as I say, P-dubs, as we say, post-wedding, we can worry about that. On through to the utility room. You have to excuse the noise. We got some washing going on. Dad, look. I have grown. I am polishing my boots. Yes, I know, miracles do happen. So yeah, utility room. Tanya wants to get a couple off some hooks maybe on the door here so that we can hang the ironing board, so we can keep it nice and tidy and organised. Maybe some hooks here so we can hang the the error. So we'll have to see. But again, little things like that we can pick up as and when. Coming on through, I suppose you can get a good look at the back garden now. A little bit more space. So we've got one door here to the back, and then we also have French doors here. Excuse the bin. French doors here, although we probably won't use these very much. And then in terms of the garden space, I mean, as you can see, there's plenty. We've talked about putting tortoise enclosure number 2, Dad. Version 2.0 would be here. And then eventually just turfing the grass. Maybe getting a shed in the corner, we'll have to see. But in the minute, the garage is doing a pretty good job for all the storage space. Do you want to come like this way? We'll pass it to me and I'll show them the garage now. Tanya's not got any shoes on, so she's not keen to go anywhere. So on through the side gate. So this leads onto our driveway. So that door there is to the utility room you just saw. This is our drive. You got the yellow mobile, Ma, you loved. So this is the garage. I diligently organised it yesterday, mostly into piles of crap. Here's all the stuff for the wedding, pallets and ladders and all sorts of rubbish. Nice organised DIY tools section, Dad, you'll appreciate that. And then big piles of junk. At some point, Dad, maybe, I don't know whether it's worth when you come in April or some point, if you look up here, these are just, you know, beams, just wood. So what I'd quite like to do is get maybe some plyboard and sort of board up, not the whole thing because it wouldn't take your weight, but portions of it. I mean, we've got the TV boxes and stuff stored because they're long, but I'd quite like to get some plyboard and maybe keep like the camping stuff and the stuff that we don't use very often up there. So it's a little bit of a DIY project, but I would appreciate your hand on that front. But that's something to think about for the future. So if we head back inside, there she is. And take back over, darling. Go on your feet. Coming on through. Maybe we shouldn't say Brownlow House anymore, eh? So, downstairs back into the hall. We've got a downstairs toilet here, which is just as you saw. We have made a shade. We had a spare mirror that Tanya got as a graduation present, so we've hung that there because we thought it went quite nicely. Oh, sorry, lovey. Study, we haven't shown you yet. So it's at the minute a little bit of a dumping ground. Went to IKEA yesterday and just got a couple of cheap bookshelves. That kind of just holds board games and stuff for the minute. Keeps a little drawer unit to keep kind of knickknacks and paperwork and stuff like that. And a spare chair we had. So yeah, so it's a bit of a kind of a dumping ground in the minute, just storing some of our stuff. Ideally, eventually, a bit of a playroom maybe you know, an office, I don't know, we'll just have to kind of see. At the minute it's kind of spare, so we'll see what happens. So we head upstairs now. We've got, on up we go. So we've got the 4 bedrooms. Take you through the master at the minute. Not much will have changed since we showed you, although we've got the furniture in. We managed to make the furniture work. We opted to put the unit here, which obviously meant there was no space for my bedside table, but we've put the bedside table over here, so we can still use the storage, and you know, it sort of keeps it out of the way. Does mean then we can fit our bed in, Tanya's bedside table, and then still gives us access to get into the storage space, which was quite handy. The little DIY project we've got to do tonight is we talked about maybe trying to hang this mirror up, you know, onto the wall. It's quite heavy, so we'll have to kind of see how that one goes. That's a little project for soon. Curtains, and I mean, I don't know, Tanya, if you want to have a look at the view as I showed you. Nice view to wake up in the morning, which is really good. And nice big windows, we like that a lot. Onto the ensuite, again, not much will have changed. Hanged a little cabinet in here. I think last time we spoke it was half hung. Put a little peg here for the Lion King dressing gown, as Tanya likes to call it. And then yeah, nice size window, good size shower. So yeah, it's quite nice to have some space in the bathroom, I have to say. And certainly going from Bridewell Lane, which was quite a bit more of an old-fashioned bathroom, it's quite nice. Andy came and helped us hang our nice light. And we were able, a couple of these bulbs broke, we were able to buy replacements, they're only £2.50 at Next. That was quite good. So that's quite nice to finish the room up. We kind of just wanted a little splash of the purple. We actually bought the curtains first and then realised we didn't want too much purple anymore, so we kind of gone for kind of white grey with a few little purple accessories and stuff. Mostly just because we own them and they're expensive and Tanya wouldn't let Tanya buy any new stuff. So on we'll go, we'll show you bedroom 2 now across the hall. So this is very much the spare bedroom. Again, very much dictated by the fact we found these curtains reduced, half price, and thought they were alright. So we put the curtains up, went for the green, and as you can see, literally just a bed. But it's quite nice because it means if we have people over, whether you decide you want to stay here in April, if you can cancel your hotel booking or whatever, if we have friends down, it's just nice to have somewhere for them to stay and can have people over. Into bedroom 4, we'll go across the hall to bedroom 4. Which is this sort of the small room. We've put up a single bed that Tanya's mum and Andy gave us a little while ago, which we had in Glossops. Just again an extra bed if we have people round, or maybe if Ben stays around. And then this is kind of serving as Tanya's dressing room too. Obviously all our clothes and things are in the other room, but it's nice for her to have a space to kind of keep all her makeup and stuff like that, because otherwise the bedroom would be a tip. Through we go to the last bedroom, which at the minute is kind of is really the leftover bedroom. All this stuff on the floor is eventually going to go into the cupboard, which currently looks like this, which we're planning to build this evening, which will go into here, as we showed you last time. So that's kind of the plan for this evening, to build the shelving unit into that, and that's where we'll keep the towels and the extra bedding and stuff like that, keep it out of the way. And then finally into the master bathroom, or the main bathroom, sorry. And again, pretty much what you saw last time. No major changes really. We've closed the toilet lids to keep the feng shui in. And that's it. That's pretty much the place. Obviously, we're really looking forward to you guys coming across in April and seeing the place. And obviously, we'll see you next week for Gareth and Beth's big day.